But it's hard to be excited about work if you're stressed, if you're sick, if you're nervous, if you're tired, you name it. So the more we can do to help people with that goal, then I think the more successful we'll be in our mission. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of While We Were Working. While We Were Working is the show that helps you become a better leader of your small business or team. I'm Joey Price, President and CEO here at Jumpstart HR. And this week, we've got a very special guest because we have a very special show. Taryn is a guest to the pod, but she's no guest to the community because she's one of our own HR consultant and community director here at Jumpstart. Taryn Grey, what's going on?
Hey, Joey. Thank you. Thank you for having me. A pleasure to be back on While You Were Working. Awesome podcast.
Yes, my pleasure. I always love talking to different team members on the show because this is where we get to connect and share all the cool ideas and things that are happening in our organization with our clients. So it's just a super cool way to connect and let others be a fly on the wall for our organization.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So for those of you who don't know Taryn, let's go ahead and have a quick intro. Maybe Taryn, share your background, something exciting about you, just something to connect with our audience.
So background obviously is HR. I always say HR found me. I started out in federal government and then kind of worked my way to the private sector. I worked across multiple industries, which was a blessing because I got to see HR at different angles. Now I'm kind of like living the dream job where I get to help small businesses, entrepreneurs. I get to talk on podcasts, and this is wonderful. So now I'm at a place where I can give back. I've done kind of like the groundwork and built that foundation. And now I'm at a place in my career where I'm able to give back. I'm able to give insight to those who need it. Fun fact about me, I always say I'm a tech geek. I know you did the TED Talk on ChatGPT, and honestly, when it first came out, I went down a rabbit hole. I was on YouTube, I was on Twitter, I was on Instagram. I remember back in 2015 when we were working on site in the Skip, and there was this one guy who was a hacker, and he mentioned AI to me, but I was in my 20s. I'm like, okay, you're crazy, right? What are you talking about? And he wrote on this whiteboard all these formulas, and it was kind of like that one GIF where it's like all the formulas like formulating.
Like the Matrix kind of thing.
Yes. And it's crazy to see like AI is now a thing. And it's wonderful that he even had that idea to bring that into the working world. Not more so as ChatGPT, but more so, I think he was more so going on like the robot style of AI. I started out in the tech industry and I love everything tech, whatever can make my life and job easier. A mom of two beautiful daughters. I was a soccer coach. I was a soccer coach for about 4 years. So yeah, anything where I can help give back or learn, that's pretty much me. It's just anything to kind of fill up my plate or give me a better knowledge of something I don't already understand. So yeah.
No, that's so cool. And I love that you shared the different facets of your life and your interests and your passions and the things that you hold dear to you, because we're kind of here to talk about a new thing that we've launched here at Jumpstart that's to help people explore that, right? Whole Self Thursdays is what we're calling it. And maybe in your own words, how would you describe Whole Self Thursdays if you were talking to a colleague or even to one of your daughters? Like, what is it?
So I'm pretty sure my daughter is tired of hearing about it, right? She's like my muse when I'm trying to pitch new ideas or just practice recording. It's a monthly webinar series where it's designated to help small business owners and entrepreneurs create a healthier work-life balance. And I say create a healthier because I'm pretty sure most small business owners and entrepreneurs already have some type of work-life balance. So I say healthier because we want to actually get you to the point where you're at an equal. your life is balanced, and then your work is balanced. It's here to answer all your questions. It's here to give you advice. It's here to help you figure out what do I need in my business, or it's to help you figure out what do I need in my personal life. Because I always say, it's just going off experience. I always like to talk about myself, not to put on other people, but for me, having a balance is what I need as being a mom, as being a hairstylist, whatever. I need to find balance in my life. And I do that by exercising, by eating the right things. But how do I know what to eat or what exercises to do? Or I read something the other day where you're supposed to stand up every hour just to reset your brain. So it's like, how do we help other businesses kind of create that work-life balance? I do know there are a lot of business owners who suffer from depression, who suffer from, especially a lot of new people coming from the corporate world. How do you adjust from going from everyday hustle and bustle, here is what I have to do, to I own my own business? Now I have to figure out what I need to do. So Wholesale Thursdays is to bring you those resources that kind of help you, to help jumpstart your work-life balance. And yeah, just to be a resource to whatever you need. Even if it's something that we're not covering, all feedback is welcome. If it's something that you really struggle with in your work, in your life, we greatly encourage to just send it to us. We'll make it a topic, and we'll find speakers who are geniuses at that topic. But it's really to help give back to the community and to the small businesses, entrepreneurs, because that's really what the new wave is. There's businesses popping up every single day. So how can we make those businesses thrive and continue to stay in business and not just be or fall by the wayside? So
yeah, no, that's awesome. It's incredible. You mentioned being a mom, and as you know, I'm a dad, and so it is such a hard transition going from work mode and then 5 p.m. going into daddy mode. And it's like, what are the same tips and things that help you succeed in work don't necessarily help you succeed in life and working with littles, right? And guiding up littles. And so this is what Wholesale Thursday is all about, is we often ignore the life piece of what it means to have a balanced and successful life, because we almost obsess or think so much about like, well, if I just nail this work piece and knock this work piece out, everything else will take care of itself. But we've seen time and time again that that's not the case. We just become workaholics. We miss family memories. We have health issues. And so being all that much more great at work will not translate into living a better life.
I totally agree. I was one of those people. So Gabrielle Union was always like one of the women I aspired to be, because she was just so work driven. And I remember saying like, okay, I'm gonna just work, do my career, and I'll figure out a family later. And then it wasn't until later I was just like, wow, I'm kind of burnt out, and I'm not even that old yet. So now it's time to
What did
scale
Drake
back.
say? Drake said, I'm really too young to be feeling this old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I still have years to go. I'm not even, someone told me I'm not even in my prime yet. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be 60 and be all hunched over and can't really enjoy life because I dedicated everything to work. And now I have back problems. I have carpal tunnel. So now it's the time to really enjoy.
You bring up a great point, and I don't know if our audience pays attention to kind of news about health, but we're seeing the age or the recommended age for a lot of health screening becoming earlier and earlier, because more and more people are getting sicknesses or cancer or debilitating diseases sooner in life rather than later. And, we've got this whole hustle culture, this work culture, like workforce culture, where, that might be working for like, our economy, but for our health, we're taking a significant loss. And so it's time to reclaim some of that. So I think Whole Self Thursday and the community that surrounds it is going to be a great next step in helping those who are committed to, living longer and healthier lives actually reach that goal.
Yep. And they always say, we don't always hear or see, but if Beyonce can get it done, then you can get it done. Or Beyonce has the same amount of hours that you do. However, Beyonce, she gives out tasks. She delegates. She has other people in place to do those things. And one of the tips and tricks on Jumpstart's Instagram was delegating. Delegate your task, and then you have more hours in the day to get things done, whether it be personal or business. So
she gets more accomplished through delegation and empowering a team than if she were to, burn both ends of the candle and work so hard. And she's only one person, but she's got a great team behind her. I know Ivy McGregor leads her philanthropy. She's I consider her a mentor and friend. But yeah, the whole Beyonce only has 24 hours a day. Yes, she has 24 hours to delegate. To sleep, eat, exercise, family time, work, and delegate.
Yep, exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about, so Whole Self Thursdays in and of itself is a brand, right? But it's got several components to it. Can you talk about the event piece of it and what people can expect monthly? And then sort of how do people stay connected and how do they learn tips and things from event to event, like in the in-between?
So the event is every third Thursday at 1 p.m. You can either register via my Instagram link, Jumpstart Instagram link, LinkedIn, Jumpstart page. Also, the event is on Eventbrite, so you can register via Eventbrite. It's typically about 45 minutes long with a 15-minute Q&A. For June, we will have a panel, so I'm excited for that. So June is nutrition while traveling, which it's summertime, everyone's traveling, so let's eat right while we're doing that. You can register via the link. We also are building a community. So one thing that I love about communities is that you're within a group of like-minded people. There's awesome opportunities to network, awesome opportunities to ask questions. Hey, is anyone else going through this? Hey, am I crazy, or does this happen to you? So definitely building a community around Whole Self Thursdays. Register via their Jumpstarts, IG, LinkedIn.
The event and then community. We have challenges that we're going to be doing every month. And so you can sign up for a 7-day sort of wellness, holistic health challenge that you'll get through your email. And then every month we're going to have a challenge that's related to the topic of the month. And so there's always going to be something fresh and new for you to engage with, for you to check out. So you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. And so also by joining the Whole Self Thursday community, you'll also have access to the playback videos. So if you registered and for some reason you missed it, but you are a part of the community, you will have access to those videos, which includes guest speakers' contact information. So that's a good part of it, because sometimes I know, like for myself, I may have really been listening to it, but then I want to go back and kind of like look over their presentation to see, what are some things that I can kind of take on into my life or into my business. So the community is definitely going to be ever evolving. But I think by having the challenges, right, keeping people motivated, and having those playbacks, I believe, a lot of people will be on their way to starting or evolving their work-life balance.
Yeah. And I would love for us to be a part of as many people's positive life journey as possible, because we exist to help people be more excited about Monday than about Friday. And that's really about getting people excited about work. But it's hard to be excited about work if you're stressed, if you're sick, if you're nervous, if you're tired, if you name it. So the more we can do to help people with that goal, then I think the more successful we'll be in our mission. Do you have any parting thoughts you want to share, whether it be about your own health journey and the importance of balance, or anything else about Wholesale Thursdays?
So I could say one thing that helped me in my journey was to exercise. Whether it's a walk, 10-minute walk, whether it's just walking outside to get some sun, I noticed that that helps boost up my mood. That helps boost up just maybe my mental. So that's one thing to leave with you is just get up and walk outside. Take a 5 to 10 minute break, walk outside. Um, and I guarantee you, it'll definitely help boost your day somehow, some way. And regarding Wholesale Thursdays, I mean, I can't talk about it enough, but I literally talk about it to everyone I see, not just to sell it, but just because I don't think people realize that being a business owner, there are resources out there, but where are the resources? Where do you find them? It's like saying, there's thousands of real estate agents, but when you need one, you can't find one. So Wholesale Thursdays is really a resource to small business owners, entrepreneurs, and just let them know, just let the companies know that we're here, we're out there. I'm going to try to get this out to as many people as I can. I'm speaking to local county delegates, members of the Senate, to trying to get this out here because businesses are popping up every single day, and the owners are getting younger and younger and younger. So however I can reach, or however we can reach these people would be great. So if you know anyone who struggles with work-life balance, if you struggle with work-life balance, definitely join us, share as much as you can. I promise you, every month we're going to try to bring a topic that is going to be on fire. I promise we'll have the best guest speakers that there can be who are knowledgeable on each topic. But at the end of the day, the goal is to really just better you, me, and whomever else.
That's awesome. Taryn, I'm so excited that we're launching this and that you are taking the lead on it. So you got my support, and I know it's going to continue to be amazing. Taryn told you, go out there and take a walk. So what better way to do that than put some headphones on and check out a recent episode of our show. So you can catch our whole back catalog while you go out on a walk and exercise your legs while exercising your brain at the same time.
Exactly.
All right, this has been a great episode of While We Were Working. Taryn, thanks so much for joining me. Audience, thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a 5-star review wherever you get this episode. And make sure over on our YouTube channel that you are liking and subscribing so that you don't miss content. All right, till next week, have a great one.